Were you a little surprised at how the fans here in Vegas reacted to the fight, or at this point are you getting used to being booed?
You know, I can't really pay attention to that anymore. The first time it happened, I kind of got angry. I was upset. I tried to explain that it just didn't make any sense. But now I can't really try and dictate people's emotions. I can only take care of what I can take care of. People don't understand the situation that I've been in over the course of this last week. So for me to go out there and get a victory over someone like Anderson Silva, that's enough for me.
And just a quick follow-up, what do you feel is next for you? Is it John Jones, unless he's out for 2 years? You know, what do you think's next for you?
Well, I'm not going to wait for him for 2 years. I'm 37, but I think I'll probably fight the winner of Rumble and Glover Teixeira. It just seems like it makes the most sense. Those guys are all well-deserving. You know, they've won fights in a row, and both of them deserve title shots. I think we need to see what happens with John, let him kind of get through that, and then see what's going to happen next. Because with all that's going on, you know, the focus can't be fighting right now. It has to be figuring this out. If it would have been catastrophic if I would have lost tonight, because I would still be the champion, but have lost to a guy that probably would have went down to middleweight and challenged for the belt. So I did what I needed to do.
Brilliant, thank you. And a question for Kane, if I can. Kane, it's been a little while since we've seen you in the octagon. Obviously a fantastic performance, one of the standout performances of the night. How quickly are you looking to get back in there and get that gold strap again?
For me, you know, just always wanted to fight the best guys. I want the winner of Stipe and Overeem. That's what I want, you know. I feel like the stuff that I've done for this training camp, as far as keeping my body healthy, I feel like it's worked for me. And to go through the whole training camp without any little tweaks or, you know, nothing really bothering me has been awesome. You know what I mean? And that has been because of the stuff that I've done to keep my body healthy. So I want the best guys out there. You know, those two guys are fighting for the belt. I want to fight the winner.
Primeiramente, eu quero ser campeão, cara. Eu nasci para isso, então eu vou ser campeão de novo. Então isso foi só o primeiro passo. Não ligo se é interino ou não. Eu sou campeão. Para mim nada perdi ainda. Se na próxima luta, eu sei que vou ser o campeão de novo.
First of all, I want to be the champion. I was born to be the champion, and if I'm the interim champion or whatever, I was always the champion. So if I get the fight next with him, I'm going to still be the champion.
Anderson, congratulations on, you know, doing what you did on 2 days' notice. And I wonder, you've had cheers all over the world. You've had great wins and people cheered you. Tonight, you lose all 3 rounds, and you probably got the biggest ovation any fighter got all night. And I wonder what that meant to you when you heard the crowd and heard what happened.
A luta oferece. Então, eu estou muito feliz por isso.
I've been through so much in this sport that tonight was really just a challenge for myself and to show the young athletes that you can really do whatever you want, you know. And I've had ups and downs in the sport, and really I just wanted to come in here and do what I love to do.
A question for Dan, right in front of you. You know, you said before about the booing. They cheered you very loudly when you walked in. I think they were booing the takedowns. And obviously that was some respect to Anderson. But was it odd to you, and did you ever think, you know, maybe I'll stand with him and try to knock him out just because the circumstance you were in? It's almost like he won and you lost in terms of with the crowd.
You know, it's like when you're in there, you know, I would say to you go and stand in front of Anderson Silva for 15 minutes if you have the ability to take him down. You know, when I stood in there a little bit, you know, at times we traded some shots, you know, and a couple times I almost went back to the way I fought against Gustafsson, you know, where he hit me and I want to hit him back. But I've got to be smarter than that. Like the circumstances under which this fight came together, it really was a tough situation for me to go into. And actually, how do I win? Like, how do I win? You don't just knock Anderson Silva out in 1 minute, 2 minutes. He's too good for that. He's the greatest fighter we have ever seen. So, and he's got a lot of experience, you know. So even when I felt like I was starting to advance positions and I was landing some good elbows or punches, he always did the next thing to slow me down. So it's a credit to him. You know, it's not me. I fought to the best of my ability, you know, and he did a good job of staying in there. But I got to wrestle. That's what I do. I wrestle.
And last thing, you've been such a fabulous offensive fighter in your career, but tonight your defense probably won the fight. You made Frankie miss so much. Was that, when you went in training camp, was that the big focus, kind of working on your defense and trying to negate his offense?
Fiz aquilo que eu treinei. Sabia os pontos fortes dele, respeitei. E assim fui vencendo a luta, naturalmente.
You know, we'd already fought each other, so we knew each other. And the first few minutes, I just wanted to see what he had planned, and we put into practice everything that we practiced in training, and we were able to get the fight.
Jose, apparently Dana White has said on Fox tonight that Conor McGregor, after 202, will definitely have to fight you next. How is that music to your ears? Are you happy with that, hearing that?
O Dana falou agora que o Conor, depois dos 202, vai ter que lutar com você. O que você acha?
Acho ótimo. Eu tô pronto, né? Se fosse até agora, a gente já lutaria. Então não vejo problema nenhum. Como eu falei, para mim eu não perdi nada.
No, I think it's great. You know, I'm prepared, and we can fight right now if he wanted to. And we're just gonna have to see if he's gonna keep his word, and if he doesn't show up, then I'm just gonna have to see him somewhere else to fight him.
Frankie had talked about that. You know, he was concerned after your 13-second knockout that he was gonna try to go right at you. He was unsure what your chin would be like, what your confidence would be like. Did you deal with any doubts, you know, following the McGregor loss, coming into this fight, knowing how Frankie hits?
Pressão de, eu vim de derrota, eu tenho que me resguardar. Não. Fui lá dentro e fiz o meu melhor.
No, my chin is fine. I even let the goatee grow so it'd be a little bit stylish. But there's no fear going in. You know, if it was Brock Lesnar or whoever it was, we go in there. I was confident going in. I knew what I had to do, and there's no ghosts or anything.
Great. And Amanda, I just wanted to ask you, did you follow a script in the first round? Was this your fight plan to exactly come out blasting with those punches, or did it just evolve naturally?
Okay. Yes. My plan for this fight was working my patience. You know, me, my coach, my whole camp, working my patience. I know the whole time I have everything to beat Misha. And only, you know, take my time, wait for the best moment. I did it tonight.
After this, what do you do next? I presume you go back to middleweight. Is Michael Bisping, so that some felt that might have won by knockout? Is that someone that you're looking at?
O que eu estou buscando agora é ser feliz. E o que me faz feliz é estar aqui lutando. Isso é meu ar. Lutar é meu ar.
My division is 185, but right now I'm going to go back to my vacation that we're put on hold a little bit this week. And, you know, the middleweight division's got Jacare. He's my brother, and I think everyone's got their time, and I think this is his time right now. He deserves a title shot. Of course, I like to face Michael Bisping again. We had that fight. A lot of people thought I won. But, you know, everyone's got their time, and it's a little bit tricky situation because he's my brother, and I think he deserves that.
But we didn't see the infamous leg kick that you normally throw. Was that part of the game plan? Was that because you were worried about the takedowns?
Visível que ele estava preparando isso. Então eu procurei mais me resguardar mesmo.
Of course, I held back on those leg kicks. I knew he was going to be waiting for those, and also for the jabs that I threw a lot in our first fight. But I think I threw about 3 leg kicks in the fight, and I saw that he was looking for those, but I had to hold back on it.
Can you just talk a little bit about what having the support of your partner Nina has meant to you in your career, and also is it something that makes you proud to be the first openly gay champion in the history of the UFC?
Nina is the best training partner I ever have in my life. This girl is gonna be the next UFC champion. I'm telling you. And look at her, she's shy. And this girl has so many talent. And she's gonna back in the cage soon and then show everybody she's gonna be the next champion in UFC. And it means everything to me. This girl, like, she helped me everything. Like, she's gonna cry, answer. And I love her, you know.
Do you feel like Brock took your best punch tonight, or do you just feel like there was never an opportunity to give him that 100% shot?
Look, man, I just got caught. I couldn't get out of first gear, and that was it. He's a bigger man. He's a lot bigger, and he took me down. So I just was on the bottom. I just couldn't get out of second gear. So that's basically what happened.
I don't know that anybody thought you were going to set up closing that distance with a wheel kick. So is that something that you plan to incorporate into the fight tonight? And will we be seeing more of that out of your toolbox?
Yeah, definitely. I've been working on that for a while now. I throw it in practice here and there. I feel pretty comfortable with it. When I throw it, it's pretty accurate. I just got to a point in the fight where I just said, "Okay, go ahead and throw it." And I know against him, I mean, he's a really tall guy, so it's kind of hard to get your leg up there. But again, it's pretty accurate. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely, keep that in my arsenal, and even more stuff. I don't just train the same thing over and over again. I always try to improve. So yeah.
And lastly, a question for Misha Tate. Misha, it was a long road to the title, and there in the octagon, even in defeat, you assured everybody that you would be back stronger as a result. Do you feel in a way that the length of time that it took to get to the title this first time has helped you to better prepare to now start to work to reclaim it?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Yeah, I mean, it's a long road, but I think that's kind of my personality. I'm kind of a juggernaut when it comes to this sport. So, one fight doesn't make or break me. I'm obviously disappointed in what I did tonight. I knew that Amanda was a fast starter, and I played with fire a little bit too much, but she caught me, and I wasn't able to recover. And I was hoping to drag this fight a little bit later. Like I said, I knew she was dangerous in the first round, but with that being said, it's always going to be a learning experience, and I just want to thank everybody, who stays by my side, win or lose. Thank you.
At the end of the third round, when everyone was cheering your name and you saw that you were landing some shots, did it come through your mind, why didn't I take a 5-round fight?
Tanto com desrespeito com o John Jones e com o Cormier, que eu agradeço ele por ter aceitado lutar comigo, porque ele poderia não aceitar, entendeu?
I'll sum that up. Basically, when I found out that John Jones wasn't going to fight anymore, I called my manager, Ed, and I said I wanted to test myself, and everyone in my home, my kids, everyone went crazy, saying that I was crazy for doing that. I really hadn't trained at all, not once, and I knew I could go in there and test myself, but I didn't feel comfortable doing 5 rounds, and I also didn't want to fight as a disrespect to John Jones and to the champion, to go in there without training and to fight a 5-round fight.
Just for Misha, obviously holding a towel over your face, just wondering if you can confirm your injuries in the fight and whether or not you suffered a broken nose.
I'm sure it's broken. I don't know for sure, but I've had broken noses before. I think it's broken. It's still bleeding. Yeah, I can't confirm it because I haven't been to a doctor, so I don't know if that answers your question.